Mining indaba now taking place in Cape Town. The Minerals Council of South Africa has called out everyone from Eskom to Transnet for costing the mining industry billions due to load shedding and the barriers to export. Let's talk now to our reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, who has been attending that particular gathering. Ntokozo, good morning to you once again. The Minerals Council coming out of the Q&A session that has just ended with the Mineral Resources Minister, and there does seem to be this fight, for lack of a better way to describe it, a fight between the Minerals Council and Transnet in terms of them saying that they are being really seriously jeopardized in terms of the work that they need to do because of the dysfunction within Transnet.
Good morning once again, and indeed we just heard from Minister Mantashe and obviously journalists wanting to hear what is happening between the Minerals Council of South Africa and Transnet when it comes to those bottlenecks, and if indeed we are seeing any solutions. Now obviously Mantashe said that it seems that the Mineral Council does have its gear on finding solutions for those bottlenecks and working with Transnet on that. And now I am joined by Hank Langehoven, who is the chief economist at the Mineral Council, to just give us a little bit of a background of where we stand in the sector right now, specifically in South Africa. Load shedding an issue, Transnet bottlenecks an issue. Are we finding a way out?
Yeah, I don't know where to start. The minister is right. We really need to solve the logistics problems. 40% of the mining earnings, exports, are bulk commodities, which is the iron ore, coal, manganese and chrome, and 90% of tonnages. So it is vital for us, and we are a huge part, something like 80% of TFR's income. And we really need to solve this. We think we could have exported something like 50 billion rands of product more last year. Now those are big numbers for anybody, and if we could have had some improvement in efficiencies, it could have gone up as high as 150 billion. So we are seriously working with them. Very good reception from their board, working with our board. There's a management group of the office bearers from both sides. And the most important part is the technical groups that are working on each of the corridors. Each of them differ, so they have different challenges. So we have really some of our best mining representatives there with the Transnet people. So we are very encouraged by what happened. We gave ourselves some time till the end of March to see whether we've been able to sort out some of the shorter term issues. Of course, there's a problem, longer-term problems on maintenance and getting all the locomotives back on track and so on. But that we're hopeful that there's no break in relationships. It's really a very, very close relationship now.
And Hank, those bottlenecks that we are facing, how does it affect the mining industry, not only in SADC, but also that trade within the continent and globally, especially as we look forward to the rest of the year?
It's very important that we solve it, because we have to be seen and be a reliant supplier. And as you know, all the supply chain disruptions that happened, and we have to ride someone called it the tectonic shifts that are taking place in demand for away from the dirty, dark type of commodities to the new green type of minerals and commodities, which is happening. It's a case of staying ahead of it and actually be competitive in those fields. So it was very interesting listening to the governor of the Reserve Bank yesterday, and how the cost implications of this, of what is happening in the supply chains and in the mining sectors worldwide, are actually contributing to the inflation pressure that we see, as you know, in oil and energy and so on. And it is very important that, and it's interesting to see how it brings the real economy, which is what we do, to the monetary situation and how important it is to fix it. But we were lucky this year, I think, to come out at more or less the same level in terms of monetary values in real terms, and that's where the red lights are. Our physical production dropped, we think, by about 6%. Our export values increased still, slightly higher than last year, almost 900 billion. But there the volumes are also coming down, and that is concerning, because we would not be able to, you get to what we call an inflection point, where the price benefits can be countered by the volume issue. So it's a changing world that we have to navigate, and some of it the governor said high commodity prices may give us the illusion that we reach, and it's actually hiding some of the more important structural things that we need to do, and some of it can be fixed by policy. Some has to be fixed by getting our systems and our logistics specifically, and you mentioned electricity, ready and working again. The sector is responding by huge amounts of investment in alternative energy. The unfortunate thing is that can happen only over time. We think there will be about 1,000 megawatts this year coming from there. But it seems as if you look at the numbers, it seems as if the industry is aiming for 25-30% of the electricity consumption. And that's not harming Eskom. We will be dependent on Eskom for our base load. But it will give us some cushion in terms of the price tariff increases, as well as some cushion in terms of having electricity available. So there's also a lot of work going on, and the industry is responding to it. We try to like with the rail and logistics, we are really trying to make a contribution to solve it. We are in this together.
Thank you so much, Hank, for talking to us this morning. Of course, Hank Langenhoven, who is the chief economist at the Mineral Councils of South Africa, saying that there is no beef between Transnet and the Minerals Councils, and that everybody is working together to find solutions to drive the industry forward.
Ntokozo Khumalo, thank you very much. That's our business reporter live for us at the mining indaba taking place in Cape Town.